Saber! We finally get home. It took me 2 hours to carry Saber back from Ryodo Temple. I was worried the whole return trip, but we managed to get back safely. Shinji sucks. Agreed. I lay Saber down in the hallway. Saber was really light. She probably only weighed about 40 kilos, so it shouldn't have tired me out so much. Or it wouldn't have if she'd been still. I had no idea that carrying a sleeping person, even a girl, could be so much work. My fatigue is more mental than physical. The feeling of her soft skin when I picked her up, her quiet breathing on me, it was also distracting. Why'd she just faint like that? I look at Saber as she lays there sleeping. She's probably not completely unconscious. Could she not go ghost if unconscious? No, like, well, that's one of her things. She can't actually go immaterial unlike the other servants. It's our fault, I think. Even if she looks like she's out cold, she might open her eyes the moment I call her name. Damn. There's so much I wanted to tell her when I left the house, but I can't say anything with her sleeping, looking like that. Fine. I'll give you an earful after you wake up, Saber. Even now, I keep my voice to a whisper. The moment I reach out to pick her up again. Look, I don't care what you're into or what you plan on doing next. It's really not my business, but... for some reason, Tosaka's in the hallway, watching, even though it's after 2 in the morning. Tosaka? What? You look like you just saw a ghost. I'm not going to say anything, so you just go ahead and do whatever you were going to do. I just got up to get a glass of water. That's a bit convenient. You got it all wrong. This isn't what you think. Really. I mean, it's a long story, but the short version is that I was just trying to take Saber back to her room. Are you even listening to me? Well, sorta. You're lying! You sound like you don't understand at all! I got it, okay. Saber went out to fight on her own, and you rushed off to stop her, right? Something bad happened, then you both came back after Saber fainted, so did I nail it? Yeah. That's amazing. That's exactly how'd you know? How could I not? Saber's obviously going to go off on her own. And a master was immediately alerted to a servant entering battle. It wasn't hard to figure out. I see. I guess that's fine then. So Tosaka knew Saber would go out by herself. So what are you going to do? Are you going to take Saber to her room? If you had her sleep here, I'm sure even a servant would catch a cold. Well, yeah, that's why I was going to take her to her room. I tried to lift her up, but it's kind of awkward with Tosaka watching. Tosaka, would you mind carrying Saber? Yeah, I did not expect Shura, of all people, to force the girl into the manual labor of, carrying a... well, not a heavy person, but, any person is kind of, heavy in the grand scheme of things that you can pick up. Me? I mean, I guess, but would you make some tea then? I want to hear what happened. Tosaka picks Saber up. Her being so understanding has me a little worried, But since I asked her for a favor, I'd better go make some tea. Tosaka carries Saber off toward my room. Meanwhile, I work on preparing tea in the kitchen. She said tea, but I'm assuming she doesn't want green tea. The only black tea I have is from tea bags. Okay, this may reveal how uncultured I am, but like, that's like the way you do tea. It's and obviously I know like you can like, because the tea bags are like ground up like tea leaves. I guess you could use those directly, but like, I honestly don't know what's the alternative. Well, if I don't have it, I don't have it. I tell myself she can complain all she wants and start pouring the hot water over the bag. Sure, do you have a minute? Tosaka comes back. Yeah, hold on a minute, I'll be right there. I put 2 teacups on the tray and carry it out to the living room. And there... Oh, Saber's awake. Sitting next to Tosaka is Saber in her normal clothes. Saber? Why? I thought you were asleep. She was, but it's not like she was going to sleep forever. She woke up. Looks like she used a ton of magical energy at once and just temporarily shut down. It's kind of like an electrical breaker tripping before it shorts out. Makes sense, makes sense. That's a logical way to handle that, I suppose. Saber is quiet as Tosaka explains. You... Seeing her back to her usual self, all the frustrations I had earlier come rushing back. Saber, do you have any idea what you tried to do? Of course I do. I made my way to Ryudo Temple and fought against assassin. During our battle, we noticed the presence of a third servant observing us, and so suspended our battle. No, that's not what I'm talking about! I don't know why you went and fought! Are we to revisit this once again? A servant fights. It is what we do. What I would like to know is why you, my master, keep telling me not to fight. You know, it's strategy. Well, that I do understand there's no way around fighting since I've decided to participate in the Holy Grail War. And I know me telling Saber not to fight is me contradicting myself. But, even so, I don't want to see something like that happen to her ever again. I would like to ask you instead. You seem to dislike combat. Do you truly expect to survive the Holy Grail War with that attitude? Do you not see that if we continue to follow this policy, we will end up suffering defeat at the hands of the other masters? It's not like that. I'll fight off anything that might pose a risk to us. I certainly don't intend to just let myself get killed so easily. But aside from that, I just don't want Saber to fight. Wrong. It's not that I dislike fighting, I just, this is much simpler than that. You see, girls shouldn't get hurt, guys, so I can't let that happen, so I'm going to fight rather than you fight. What? Are you saying I cannot fight because I'm a woman? Sure. Are you out of your mind? A servant protects her master. We will be hurt in doing that, and are summoned for that purpose, precisely. One sex has nothing to do with being a servant. More importantly, are you treating me as a warrior or as a woman? I insist you take back what you have said, Shiro. Please. Saber leans toward me, her eyes blazing with fury. But I don't let her change her mind. It's absurd for her to say she's a warrior before she's a woman. How could someone so frail, light enough for me to carry easily, go and behave so recklessly? No way in hell will I take back what I said. Sure, you might be strong, but you're still a girl. Don't get worked up over something so pointless, you fool. What? It's you who's getting worked up over something pointless. Are you saying you refuse to let a woman protect you? I'm already a heroic spirit, so you must let go of such trivialities. It's not trivial at all. Even if you don't think it's important, I do. Besides, it was a mistake from the beginning to have someone else fight on my behalf. I can't allow someone to protect someone as helpless as me. I don't want someone to get hurt in my place. I'm the one who should be doing the saving. I've been working so hard to become that kind of person who can help people, just like my old man. Damn it, listen, just don't fight, Saber. I'll do the fighting. You shouldn't have a problem with that. It'll be the fighting you want, Saber. What? That is absurd. Do you think a human can fight a servant? You should already understand that you are no match for a servant. Please recall what happened when Lancer attacked you. Had I not appeared, you would have been killed. So it would be against any servant. You can't know that for sure unless you try. I just wasn't prepared. But now I can come up with tons of strategies. I might even be able to ambush one of them too. Do not make me laugh. Any defense you employ would be no more useful than a sheaf of paper. I mean, actually, the sheaf of paper was pretty darn useful in the fight against Lancer, I will say. But I can't believe you'd say that, Saber. You're insulting servants. How can you possibly be so conceited as to believe that you, a mere human, could defeat a heroic spirit? Ugh. Saber and I glare at each other. Our conversation's going nowhere, and there's no sign of reaching any kind of compromise. You've got it wrong, Saber. She isn't insulting servants. This isn't going anywhere so long as you don't understand that much. So I'm stepping in. Rin, what do you mean by that? Well, you see, Shira genuinely doesn't want you to get hurt. I don't know why, but Shira's just a giant ball of dedication and goodwill. Am I right? Saber's more important to you than yourself, right? That's not true. I never said Saber is important to me. Spare me. You wouldn't be ready to fight yourself if that weren't true. You can't fool me with the good old tsundere act. Yeah, takes one to know one, and I can sniff that out from a mile away. You know damn well you can't beat a servant, right? But saying you'll fight even so means Saber is more important to you than yourself. She's... I mean, if she puts it like that, maybe. But... That's why you'll fight, even if it sounds absurd. You'll try to win, even if you know you don't have a chance. And you don't care if you die in the process. Because I don't really know why, in that twisted little mind of yours, other people are more important than you are yourself. Well, I don't mean it to be like that. So there you have it. Now you understand, Saber. He's enough of an idiot that he'd even try to protect you against Berserker. So, yeah, he's serious when he says he's going to fight. I don't know how much of Tasaka's words actually make it through to Saber. But Saber takes a deep breath and turns toward me. What, Saber? I acknowledge that you have the will to fight, and as such I have an idea. What is it? You must train with the sword. I shall teach you as much swordsmanship as time permits. If you accept that condition, then I shall accept your way of thinking. Okay. What? Does that mean she's going to train me? Is this because she's acknowledged my will to fight? Hold up, Saber. That whole line of thinking is pointless. Like, emotional flab. Teach Shiro the way of the sword? There's no way he'll be able to go up against the servants. True, but it is better than doing nothing. At the very least, it should minimize the hesitation he has in battle. I can only bet on Shiro's will and determination, but such is the nature of a real battle. One will never learn if they have no aptitude for it to begin with. Well, I guess if you put it that way, you're right. You're never ready for a fistfight unless you've actually experienced one in the past. Yes, that is why I would like to try once. Nay, as many times as time allows. I'd like Shiro to experience what death in battle feels like, so I'd grow accustomed to battle. What, death? Death? Huh? What? I thought we were just, do some little, like, slicing drills. Maybe do, like, a fun thing where it's like, oh, I'd, like, slice, like, an apple or something. Maybe a little bit of sparring, but when has death, gotten involved here? The two of them are talking pretty casually about some scary stuff. Hold on a minute, I never agreed to any. Okay then, I'll teach him about MageCraft. If Saber's going to train his body, I'll enrich his mind. Well, that was part of our initial plan anyway, so I guess I'll begin the formal training tomorrow. Yes, please do so. If you can do that, I can concentrate on training him with the sword. Good, good. Now that's settled, let's break for tonight. Looks like tomorrow is going to be busy. Dosaka waves goodbye and disappears into the outbuilding. I shall rest as well. You should do the same, Shiro. I intend to work you hard in the dojo tomorrow. She gives a short bow and goes back to her room. I feel like I've just been voluntold. All that remains is in the living room is 2 cups of untouched tea and 1 dumbfounded boy. I never agreed to this. My words go unheard. Anyway, what was already a confusing situation has grown a hell of a lot more complicated. I can't even begin to imagine what will happen today. I'm going to sleep. I should at least save my energy. Everything starts with the body. Well, yeah. The only thing I can do is to cling to my fragile hope that as long as my body is strong enough, I'll be able to endure whatever torture they might throw at me. Save the game. Don't mind if I do. Well, time to get educated. Swords and Magic 1? I wouldn't want anyone to get sad if I can help it. If I just use my own limited powers to make the people around me happy, the world will be a better place. That was always Kiritsugu's favorite saying. The man who I saw as a champion of justice was saying he thought he was a failure, that he wasn't good enough. He didn't need to explain it to me. The worlds the young me and the grown-up Kiritsugu lived in were too different, and so the standards for being a hero of justice were different too. When I was young, this house was my entire world. So my old man, Fujini, myself, and my favorite shed were the only things that needed protecting. All I thought I had to protect was what I could see around me. But Kiritsugu wanted to do something for those he couldn't see or reach. I was reckless when I was young. I built myself up by cursing the cruel world. The world was cruel, So I became cruel as a way to make my ideals a reality. There'll always be those that can't be saved. You just can't save everything. If in the process of trying to save 1,000 you overlook 500, then I will abandon 100 to save 900. That is the most efficient way. That is the ideal, Kitsuga once told me. Of course I got mad hearing that. It really ticked me off. Because I didn't have to be told that, since I knew that already. Because I knew firsthand that it was that very ideal that led to me being saved. I didn't need to be reminded about something so obvious. But I still believe that a hero of justice could save everyone, despite those limitations. Because that's what a hero of justice was. Someone who could still perform miracles, no matter how idealistic or unattainable they may be. You're right, sure. Results are the important thing, but apart from that, what's even more important is to have the heart. What did Kitsuga say about heart again? I don't remember. It's not often I reminisce about something from so long ago. I must be in a deep sleep. Otherwise I wouldn't be dreaming in the first place. Shiro, wake up. It's almost time for breakfast. See? Saber's waking me up. It's pathetic. What? I pulled upright and out of my futon. It's 6:30 in the morning. Fresh sunlight pours in from outside. Shiro, it is morning. Do you need to prepare breakfast? Saber is staring right at me. I haven't slept. Sorry, I'll get up right away. You have nothing to apologize for, but you have no time to relax. It appears Sakura and Rin were arguing earlier. What? They're here? Huh? Already? Sakura and Tosaka are arguing? What's going on? Hold on. Don't throw me into a situation I don't understand, just as I'm waking up. Is that happening in Tosaka's room? No, the living room. I just passed by, so I don't not know the details. Got it. I'll head there now. Oh, but there's something I forgot to do. What is it, Shiro? Good morning, Saber. Thanks for waking me. I greet her, and then I head out to the hallway. But seriously, what the hell did Tosaka do to start an argument with Sakura? Tosaka! In the living room, there's no sign of Sakura. Tosaka's alone, casually watching the weather forecast on TV. Morning! What a way to start the morning, shouting my name like that. She turns around as if to ask if something had happened. Huh? That's weird. It doesn't look like she was fighting with Sakura at all. Morning! Hey, Tosaka. I heard you and Sakura were arguing. Is that true? What? Verify it's you? What the heck is this nonsense? Sheesh. So apparently, YouTube, in the middle of my stream, wants me to, it's starting to, like, log me out in the middle of the stream. What the heck? I've literally never seen this before. What the heck? I've got to scan a QR code? Sorry for the nonsense here. hope the YouTube stream is even still, like, up. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. No, guess my YouTube, like, account's timed out or something. I hope the stream stayed up properly. Anyway, back to the game. Morning. It's heard you and Sakura arguing. Is that true? Huh? Oh, from Saber. Yes, it may have seemed that way to an outside observer, but it was nothing really. I just told her not to come here for a while. Again, Tosaka? Why are you causing unnecessary strife in my life and my relationship with women? Ugh. She's so casual at basically banning Sakura from my house. Who gave you that authority, Tosaka? That's ridiculous. Sakura already said no to staying away from this house, so there's no way she would agree even if we asked again. She wouldn't agree, but she went home after I presented her with a compromise. I told her I would go back home without argument if she stays away for a week. She agreed to those terms. She went home, even if she was a little reluctant. Oh, she sends her regards. These girls are so weird. It's like, stop coming over. Well, no. Fine, I'll leave if you stop coming over. You did what? And Sakura's just there thinking like, okay. 1 week. What are the odds that Tosaka could successfully seduce Shiro in a week? Surely it's less than 50-50 at the very least. Okay, fine. Deal! You did what? Why would she do something like that without telling me? And yeah, obviously you gotta leave at some point, so we don't accidentally get like common law married, but I mean, a week seems pretty short. Actually, I shouldn't yell at her for it. Just like I've just done something I should have. You're right, sorry for making you be the bad guy so early in the morning. You must feel terrible, Tosaka. Huh? No, it wasn't bad or unpleasant to me. Why do you think that, Shiro? Because aren't you and Sakura friends? Telling Sakura to leave, not once or twice, doesn't sound like a fun job. That's why I feel bad. I'm the one who should take charge, but I made you do the dirty work. Again. That's fine. I just kicked out Sakura for my own safety. There's no reason for you to apologize. Your own safety? Why would Sakura make you unsafe? And Shinji's the one who... I guess she could be spying on Shinji's behalf in theory, but... I don't know, given their relationship, somehow doubt he'd have much purchase to be able to do that. Get her on board. Unless... And I'm not saying this is the case, but there is always the possibility that Sakura could be the master and not Shinji. That's conceivable. So... if that were the case... I don't know. Huh? What do you mean for your own safety? Well, he said Shinji's a master, right? Knowing him, if Shinji finds out Sakura comes here, he'll target this place. So just to keep Sakura away from here until we finish dealing with Shinji. Ah. I get it. She makes a good point. Shinji said he doesn't tell Sakura anything. I don't think he was lying. But if he finds out his little sister comes here so often, he might get the wrong idea. You're right, it could look to Shinji like we're taking Sakura hostage. Exactly. But more importantly, this place is still dangerous. I wouldn't want her to be walking around at night, so it's best for her to stay away from here for a while. This is for Sakura's own safety, as well as ours. Yeah, you're right. I feel bad for Sakura, but I'll just have to apologize and ask her forgiveness later. Though I won't be able to explain myself even when the time comes. This is really getting to me. I feel really bad about turning Sakura away like this, even if it's temporary. She's been so unselfish about helping me for all this time. Oh, you look really down. What happened to all that energy you had when you shouted at me earlier? Are you all sad and lonely not having Sakura around? I mean, like more so, yeah. Tasaka grins maliciously. Oh crap, I've known she'd tease me whenever I show vulnerability, but I went and did it again. Huh. Leave me alone. Sakura's the symbol of peace at our house. She offset whatever Fujini and I were lacking. So of course I'm down about us sending her away for our own selfish reasons. Ah, so you do understand. If you can say that much, then you pass. I'd say you're starting to get more determined. Tasaka teases you. It fills you with determination. Huh? What are you trying to say? Don't you get it? Once this war ends, Sakura will come back. You say you don't want the Holy Grail, but that just means you should fight to take back the peaceful life you had before, see? Now you have a clear goal. Tasaka smiles, her very biggest smile. When she puts it like that, I really have no choice but to agree. Damn, I don't know what to say. What she said there confirms that she's both mean-spirited and ridiculously awesome at the same time. What? So Sakura won't be coming here for a while? Yeah, that's what's going on. Why don't you do your parents a favor and go home once in a while for a change? Gramps was complaining about his daughter neglecting him. Leave Dad out of this. He's not going to die or anything, whether I'm there or not. If Sakura got out, I have to be even more vigilant. We're still boys, so if anything fishy happens here, I'll be the one who gets in trouble and even loses her job. If that happens, are you going to take responsibility, Shiro? That'll never happen. Sadly, since I'm a man, I can't really confidently deny that. Hey man, why did you stop? She glares. Tasaka's eyes bore into me from one side. I don't think anything would happen. Tasaka's not staying here for fun, you know. I sure know that. Good, I'm glad to hear that. Sounds like Amiya's trustworthy, Miss Fujimura. Of course. Even from my point of view, Shiro is really composed. So much so you might be overdoing it. Saber continues to eat in silence as she observes the two interacting. It's been 2 days, but I don't think I'll ever get used to this. Oh, I forgot to tell you, Shiro. It's about the Kyoto Club. Did you hear Mitsuzuri got hurt? Mitsuzuri? Did she pick a fight with someone in another club again? Honestly, she really needs to calm down. She's going to be a third year soon. So how's she doing? Is she hurt bad? No, she's fine. She just sprained her ankle. She was apparently attacked by some shady guy on her way home. Shady, eh? Yeah, she runs fast. She made a mad dash, but it sounds like she fell and got hurt. I see. I'm glad nothing bad happened, but honestly, whoever tried to attack her is either a real daredevil, or they're just reckless. Or they don't know her, martial training. That's conceivable, too. Had to go since last message. What did you miss? Can't see. Tosaka, no, it's not what it looks like. We banned Sakura from the house. That's probably the main event that transpired. Well, Tosaka did. Unilaterally. Either way, they were a fool. I just thought. You thought she would have knocked the culprit out rather than run? Fujini grins. Yep, she sure knows Ayako Mitsuzuri well. Yeah, it's rare for Mitsuzuri to run away. But I guess she's not so tough against thieves. As those things worked out for the best. Something like that will probably teach her a thing or two about being feminine. I munched on my rice, nodding approvingly. I mean, of all the things, we're really making that just statement just right there. As reading breakfast with exclusively women. Not to mention, I think actually exclusively women with some sort of martial background. And Saber, obviously. Fujini here is associated with the Kyudo Club. And then Tosaka's, mage extraordinaire. Shiro. Hey, Amiya. Suddenly, Rin Tosaka slaps my shoulder, smiling at me. I have some news for you. Oh, what? That'll be more interesting than what I just heard. Yeah, I never mentioned this before, but Ayako and I are really good friends. Do you know we're close enough that we hang out on the weekends? Oh, well, that's nice. Sounds fun. Wait. Why are she and Mitsuzuri friends? Come again? Oh, don't worry. I'm going to make sure I tell her every single word you just said. I'm sure if I tell her about how happy Amiya was when he heard about her predicament, why, I bet she'll break 10 stacks of tiles from sheer delight. I've been getting Sayaka vibes from Sakuya. I'm not sure if that... Oh, Sakura, I guess you meant, not Sakuya. I would like to amend my statement. See, it was just a figure of speech. It's not something I'd be proud of if people heard, so I would really appreciate if you kept it to yourself. Oh, really? Well, I could keep quiet about it, but it would be really hard for me to do that unless there was maybe something in it for me. I might just accidentally slip up, you know? I can't believe this. Sure, you sound sincere, but I'm not buying it. Jetta Steve. So you're saying you're predicting that Sakura is going to be killed to hurt us emotionally. Could be. We'll see. I guess it might depend on our choices, even perhaps. We have agency in this world. I can't believe this. Sure, you sound sincere, but I'm not buying it. I'm sorry, don't get me wrong. I'm not playing around here. Yeah, there's no understanding here. Or misunderstanding, rather. She's enjoying this. Got it. I'll start making Western-style breakfast from now on. You said it earlier. You mentioned that breakfast should have bread. Good, and I think some jams, apart from marmalade, would be nice. Like strawberry jam. I don't know what you have against Japanese breakfast. You foreigner wannabe. I can't believe you'd so radically change our breakfast just to suit your needs, you tyrant. That is not entirely true. I'd also be pleased to have bread served at breakfast. Soft-boiled eggs would also be an excellent addition. Saber jumps right into the discussion. Is that so? Fine, y'all just want Western-style food. Damn it. Sakura makes a Western-style breakfast one time, and it goes right to your heads. Fine, then. I'll serve bread for tomorrow. So no more complaints, right? So what was said here stays here. Don't you dare blab about this to Mitsuzuri. I half and shove rice into my mouth without looking at either of them. I mean, yeah. To be fair, I will say. And granted, I know it's completely just, you know. Ooh, it's a different culture. It's weird, but rice for breakfast just seems wrong. I know from like a macronutritional perspective and whatnot, it's just a carb, right? It's no different than if you're having, a bowl of cereal or some toast or a bagel or something. Or pancakes. If anything, it's probably healthier because your average rice is going to have like less sugar in it than your average, baked good. But even so, it just feels weird. Just seems wrong. Anyways. And then, why are you doing something so pointless? Fujin, who had been watching our conversation with a look of wonderment, finally speaks up. What? What do you mean, pointless? Even if Sasaki isn't going to say anything, I'm going to tell Mitsuzuri anyway. No way would I pass up talking about something so interesting. Dang. Fujin shakes her head disapprovingly as she eats. Actually, I need to think of a way to deal with her. Oh, I'm really in trouble. Breakfast ends, and it's 7:30. Fujini surprisingly stays back and suggests that the three of us walk to school. But we can't do that. And, Saber isn't enrolled, so, I made a decision last night. Now that I've said I won't rely on Saber, I can't afford to take it easy anymore. Oh, 3 being... Okay. Let's go. Do you lock up, Shiro? No, don't worry about locking up. I'm not going to school today. I wave Fujin to suck off. Fujin freezes, stupefied, for just a few seconds. What? What do you mean you're not going to school? Huh? Tasaka beats Fujini to the chase. That's right, you don't look sick enough to miss school today, Shiro. No, but my scar hurts. You know how scars hurt when the weather changes. It's like that. You're lying, Shiro. Yeah, but let me off the hook just for today, Fujini. It's not that I don't like school. There's something I have to do, and it's just more important right now. So let me go. Oh, come on. How can I respond if you're going to put it like that? always were cagey when you had something really important to take care of. Fujin is complaining, but at least she understands. So there it is. I'll leave the school to you, Tosaka. Okay. Not much is going to change just because you're not there. That's not a bad idea, Emiya. Yeah, leave the house to me. I'm not going to work for a while either, so I won't be leaving the house much. Got it, then I'm heading out, Shiro. If you're going to skip school because you're hurt, you shouldn't leave the house much. Well, see ya. I'm giving you a pass today, but you're going to have to discuss this with me beforehand next time.